your journey with what you're doing and what God has planned for you. Hello, everyone. It is Intentional Tuesdays. I am your host, Penny Owens, and we are here to set some intentions and refresh our spirit. Today's topic, are you ready? Ready or not, here I come, and that's called life. Okay, life is going to come whether you are ready or not. So let me get this all situated and make sure everything is going. Yes. So today we are going to be talking about different ways you can ask yourself this hard question. Am I ready? When you think about being ready, what comes to your mind first? Do you think about, am I ready for work? Do you think about, am I ready for the apocalypse? Am I ready for change? Am I ready in case something happens? Where does your mind go when you ask yourself that? Am I ready? Guess what? Every single thing that you thought about, those are all correct answers. Those are real thoughts. Those are real situations and scenarios and things to be ready for. But what was your answer? Was it yes? Was it a little bit? Almost? Maybe? Or flat out no? Only you can really answer for yourself. Am I ready? Now, of course, we control nothing except this first and foremost. We have no control over anything, and we really are not that smart. We don't know when anything's going to happen, transition, changes, anything of that nature. You can't plan life for real. You can try, you can attempt, but that's it. You can't promise anything, especially not no plan B, C, a surprise, a conflict, a fail, whatever it is. There's no real way of being fully prepared. All you can do is try. Now here, I want to make sure that I help you with what you need to make sure you can go down that list. Am I ready? In the best way I can be. Now you want to make sure that you have to be honest with yourself. Honest. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Honest. You have to be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, you can't be honest with other people. When we are not honest with ourselves, that's when we tend to really make a mess of everything. All right? We make a mess of everything because you can't tell yourself the truth. No one's punishing you. No one's going to beat you up. This is about you and what's real and having real answers and solutions for the problems that you have for yourself that you know that's important. Honesty is the best policy. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. You have to be honest with yourself and what it is that you are doing and what you're not doing. Because you cannot be ready for things that you have not properly prepared yourself for. So, first area that you want to tackle, are you ready for your day? Something simple. Every day comes whether you like it or not. You go to sleep, and if you're blessed, you wake up the next morning. But are you prepared to have your day? This does not say that you know exactly what's going to happen in the day, that you will accomplish every single goal you set for yourself for today, that you will be prepared for surprises and things that you just didn't see coming for today. No. But are you ready for your day in the ways of, are you ready to show up? Are you ready to be held accountable? Are you ready to give it a good try? Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to accept? These are different things that you need to set your intentions for every day. Every day. Every day you want to set your intentions for these. This is how you make sure that no matter what happens, no matter what life just throws your way, what trials or lessons may happen today, that you're going to make sure that you're ready. And I repeat, the way that you make sure that you're ready is when you wake up, the first thing that you want to do, say thank you. Show some gratitude because you didn't have to wake up. Okay, you are already blessed today. It has showed its faith. It has showed itself. It has showed itself. You have woken up. So thank you. Thank you, God, for waking me up today. What are you going to do? Because actions are louder than words. So, yes, you've said thank you. But what are you going to do to show that you are grateful and thankful for being awoke for that day? So now that He's woke you up, what you gonna do next? What you gonna do next? Yeah, brush your teeth, wash your face. Yeah. I know. But what are you going to do intentionally towards your purpose and your goals today? Get organized. Sit still. Do not rush to go to your phone. Don't let because that phone is there to distract you. It's there to give you 1,000 different things and make you feel overwhelmed real quick. So don't let that be first. Let's sit that down. Okay? You know, like this, okay? You grab it. You don't look at it. Just turn around. Sit it down. Okay? All right. Sit it down. The first thing you want to do is sit still. Take some deep breaths. Okay, again. Quiet for at least 2 minutes. Sit still and acknowledge the fact that today is a brand new day. Whatever day of the week it is, of this month, of this year, today is the first day that it has ever been itself. Whatever happens in this day was meant for today. Whatever I get done, I will try to complete, and I will not beat myself up if it does not get completed. Everything functions in God's timing. Period. Okay? So you sit for another 30 seconds. Tell God what you need help with for the day. Give me strength to overcome any challenges. Lord, keep me out of jail today. I don't want to go to jail. Keep my patience there. Whatever you may need, because you know you. Whatever you need, just ask for it. Lord, help me with my disciplines. Help me with my obedience. Help me to hear you. Give me discernment. Strengthen me. Sometimes you might just be tired. Lord, give me some energy for today because I don't have it. Carry me through. So whatever you need, you put that on the plate first. Acknowledgement, okay? Acceptance, asking for what you need. Start your day there. Because guess what? It's going to cover you. Now you're feeling better. You know, you done set your priorities straight. You done got your attentions out the way. Now let's start for the rest of the day, okay? So whether that is to look at the phone, if that's to get your shower, get dressed, if it's to review a project before you go in, whatever your next steps are, here we go, whatever your next steps are, then move on, okay? But that's how you make sure that you are ready for your day. You thought I was going to tell you about your routine, right? That's your routine. That's your business. I was not going to. Okay. To get ready for the day, you start first quiet and then get yourself together for the day. Next, things that you may not be ready for. All right. Change. The way that you go down is probably different than the way that you woke up in the morning. A whole lot can happen in 24 hours. And I know I'm not telling you nothing new. You've lived a little bit. You've seen it. A lot can happen in 24 hours. So how do you prepare for change? Okay, guess what? This is what you do. Well, you don't have to do that unless you want to work your shoulders out. But you do have to make sure that you was ready to fight. All right. And what you are fighting for is one, to keep your peace through change, to be able to acknowledge that change is happening. But you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you are in alignment with understanding that, okay, I need to pivot. Something's happening and I need to pivot. Don't be afraid. Don't stress yourself out with the what ifs. Just tell yourself that this is what we're doing and trust that it's for your better good. Okay. Just trust that something's happening and we're going to be okay. We're going to get through it. I'm going to learn something. That's it. But something's going on and it's called change. When things change in our lives, whether it's immediate, all of a sudden, or if you had time to, I guess, know that it was coming, like you got a heads up, whatever it may be for you, when change happens, it throws us for a loop because we're like, okay, well, I've put so much energy into this one particular path or way of doing things. How am I supposed to incorporate this in my 24/7? Like, I don't have any other time to learn. I don't have time to make changes. I'm good. Like, I'm working this out. I don't want that. Well, guess what? Life don't care what you want. I'm just saying. It doesn't care what you want. God said, change. There you go. Here you go. Merry Christmas. Happy birthday. All right. Change is here. You want to make sure that you just accept it and trust that you're going to be okay. It's happening for a reason. There's something to learn here. One thing that I've definitely learned in my personal life and experience, us as people, we will set ourselves up sticking to the same thing over and over and over again. Most times we're not even comfortable. We're not even sure and secure in our own chaos, in our own situations, but we will not change. There's growth on the other side of change. There's knowledge and wisdom. There's power. There's strength. There's tools. There's community. There's so much on the other side of change. You don't know what God's trying to take you away from. You don't know what God's trying to pull you towards. Sometimes we're so stubborn that he has to make quick adjustments because we won't do it on our own. So don't necessarily think that every time something changes, oh Lord, here we go. Or, well, why did this happen? And this wasn't for me. You don't know what God's using it for. And I want you to understand. God uses everything. So it may look one way for you. No, you may not be comfortable. No, you may not like it, but God has a plan and you need to trust him with it. Because there's something in this change that you will enjoy, that you will have, that you're going to be able to use, and it's for your better good, for the good of all of us. So let it happen. I want to see the best you. Don't you want to see the best you? So let the change happen. And this can be small stuff and huge stuff. This can be a haircut. This can be a new shirt, a different color you would never wear before, okay? A different food that you haven't tried, a different job, a different position, a new city, a new spouse, whatever. This can be a big thing if you just pay attention that something's happening, something's going down, but let it happen. Don't fight changes. And there's a difference, and you'll know. If you allow yourself this peaceful moment to kind of sit still in it and acknowledge it and just kind of, God, show me what you're trying to show me here, like what's happening. Let him show you. Let him show you. Don't just assume that you know what's going down because that's not true at all. You will be so surprised of jobs that you may think you have lost or positions that you did not get that you're frustrated about. And then you later on, you find out, oh, it was not what I thought it was. That was not what it was called up to be. I'm so glad that I didn't get into that. I just dodged the bullet. God knew. So trust him. There's a reason that that particular change may not have been for you. And there's a reason that this particular change is. So don't look at change as if it's an obstacle. Yes, it may be challenging, but that's when you find out where your muscles are. That's when you understand, like, okay, let me see. I can do more than I thought. I'm a little bit better. Changes give us updated status reports on who we are right now. What skills am I utilizing? What talents and gifts are going to work right now? So allow it to happen. Be more open to change. Okay. One thing that you want to make sure that you are ready for, All right. So we have already tackled just the day. We have already tackled change. But guess what? Are you ready for your plan Bs when emergencies happen? This can be on a whole different scale. It doesn't have to necessarily be that, okay, my house caught on fire and everything inside of it is gone. But as we can see, especially in the past weeks and things, that is a reality for many. But what if that happened to you? Yes, I'm saying, what if it did happen to you? Are you ready for your plan Bs when emergencies come up? All right, when you have that kind of scenarios where it's not just something small, it is something big or something that's going to change the way that you think about life. It does happen. Losses are real. Deaths are real. Fires are real. Natural disasters are real. Economy changes are real. So, are you prepared for an emergency situation on that scale? I know we think about work and we think about personal things, but it's together. It is together. They do have different parts in your life. So you want to make sure that you address both of them as individual entities, professional and personal, as well as a single entity called your life. And are you prepared? As far as like a fire or a natural disaster, you just lose your home. And no, I'm not talking this into existence. So don't unroll your pants. I'm just saying, no, don't get them all in the bunch. But do you know where all your emergency information, your most important information, do you know where it is? Do you know where your IDs are? Do you know where your social security cards for each and every family member, birth certificates, leases, anything that can identify who you are as a person, um, wills and deeds, property documentation, like documentation for maybe stocks or financial information. Do you have that somewhere like important, somewhere safe? A lot of us don't. A lot of people don't. They think that, okay, well, one day I will, or I'm going to get this together eventually, but you don't know what's going on tomorrow. You don't know when that's going to come. And fires are quick. Most plan Bs happen without notice. You know what I'm saying? Emergencies is called an emergency. It's quick. So you don't have time to just wait for that perfect moment. Get your stuff together. Get your house in order. Get your house in order. Know where everything is in case you need it. Life is getting, real in these streets. I'm just saying, you're watching the news, it's getting pretty real. Make sure that you know where all of your important information and documents are. Put them in a single place for a quick grab. Another thing with quick grab, if you just had to leave the house, where are you and your family's shoes, your car keys, your house keys? I mean, I know everybody loves their cell phones, but even then, let your cell phone and its charger not be the only thing you walk out the house with. Let's be real. There's other things that need to prepare yourself. Do you have water? If you had to leave your house really quick and you don't know how long you're going to be, do you have a jacket or a coat or something close to the front door? I'm just saying, mentally, you want to know where these things are and you want to have them set up. You don't know. And it doesn't even have to be something so tragic as a fire. Let's just say that you get a phone call and someone needs your help right now. Like, can you come pick me up? Do you have to go underneath your bed to go find your left shoe? Do you have to call somebody else to come? Who is that other person? You can't get up right now. Who's the other person? Do they have the contact information? Do they have the other person's contact information? Do you have to have like information saved on your phone in case you need to send out a message and ask for assistance from somebody else? Do you have all your most important contacts in one file? Let's be real. Nowadays, people do not know phone numbers, okay? You know a face, you know a ringtone, you have a button. So if anything happens and you lose your phone, or if anything happens and you need to share that information to somebody else, you probably aren't as prepared as you think. Digitally, get your house in order. Make a list of all the important phone numbers that that you should have in case of emergency, whether it's family members, friends, your children, your spouse, doctor's offices, Schools, you might need your school information, but you want to make sure that it's all in one place. Passwords, you want to make sure that you have that is in one area so that if you need to give it to somebody else and they need to be of assistance to help you to grab somebody or to grab something from your house, they shouldn't have to be trying to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to get into the phone? How am I going to get into this box? You need to have it accessible because it's not helpful if it's not accessible. So are you ready in that manner? I know you don't want to give everyone your password, but guess what? The time of an emergency, this ain't the time. This is when you really need people to be cooperative. So make sure that they can. And this is just for you. If something happens to you and you can't speak, you want to make sure that your family's prepared, your friends or the people that are close to you that are prepared to do as you wish with what you need, with what you have, in case you can't speak up for yourself. Things happen very, very fast. And we don't know how severe it's going to be, whether it's for you or for somebody else. But you want to be prepared. You want to have your house in order for emergencies. And finally, what you want to be prepared for, because everything seems so sad. And oh my gosh, this is kind of scary. That's not the case for everything. Okay, so you know what else you want to make sure and ask yourself, are you prepared for? Hmm? Hmm? You know what it is? Abundance. Are you prepared to receive the blessing and the harvest of all that hard work you've put in? Are you ready for that? Okay, yeah. Everyone's talking about, yeah, I'm ready for it. I can't wait to get paid. I can't wait. No, no, no. I didn't say, what you want for, and yes, you're ready for your money. No. Are you actually ready to receive it? We too often, we are so eager for that next level, to have more money, to have more friends, or have more business, to have more just experiences, to have more experiences with other people. And we don't think about the work that comes with it. We don't think about the obligations or just the information that you need to have for yourself. So when I ask you, are you ready for abundance and your blessings? It's being honest. If right now God gave you exactly what you asked for, are you ready to receive it? All right, yes, I want $1 million, Lord. If He gave you $1 million, do you have a bank account to put it in? Do you know what you're going to put it towards? Have you had the thoughts of where you're going to invest it or keep it safe? Or is this money gone as fast as it comes? If God gave you that new job, is your house in order to accept it? Do your hours change? Do your obligations and chores in the home change? Are there items that need to be purchased or closed? Are there things that you need to incorporate into your new routine that you haven't thought about yet? You're so focused on the title, on the position, the money, right? But what about your routine? How does it affect the rest of your life and the people in it? Are you ready for God to say, you know what? I'm going to remove you from the background, right? You thought it was safe back here, and I'm about to push you up front. I'm about to make sure that everybody sees you. I'm about to make sure that you have that business, that you have the customers, that your face and name is known. Are you ready to receive that? Are you ready for the attention that comes with being seen? Are you ready for the responsibility that comes with having a place of influence? Are you ready to handle the marketing alone with your business? Are you ready to make sure that you do the work to stay in that position? Okay? Because you still have to grow. Everything's not permanent. But once you level up, are you ready to maintain the level of success to stay there, as well as the humbleness to make sure that you continue to learn and ask questions and be honest and real with yourself and others so that when the opportunity comes for you to elevate again, you ready for it? Show enough. Is that you? Are you ready? I know that these areas are things that you may not actually have thought about before, but you better. You might want to make sure that you take some time to think about it. Because if you're not ready to start your day with gratitude, acceptance, being willing to learn and ask for help humbly, if you aren't ready for emergencies, the all of a suddens, the unexpected, if you're not ready for change, the learning opportunity, the lessons it presents, then you may not be ready for the abundance and the blessings that God wants to give you. So go ahead, go back through the list and ask yourself, honestly, are you ready? Because with God, you can do everything and you are fully capable. Everything that you have is already inside you. You just kind of have to get it pulled up. You got to organize it. You have to accept it. You have to purge it. Whatever you are, whatever you need, you are awesome. And you are covered, my friend. So don't worry about it. But you need a realistic status check. So I'm glad that that's what we did today. I'm glad that you were here in this moment because you're going to be ready. If you wasn't, you will be now. So thank you, and I hope that you have a awesome rest of your week. Go ahead and get ready because you know that's what we do. That's why we are here. We are here to stay ready so that we don't have to get ready. So